What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Laughing Coyote. This is This Week in Cricket, and we have India versus England tour of India. We have two tests so far. I haven't done a video on them, and I want to because both the games were quite interesting so far, the games that did take place. So we're going to start off with the first test. England batted first, scored a metric shit ton of runs. 578 with the help of Joe Root, the skipper, leading from the front. 218. That was his 100th test, by the way. 218, that's quite a milestone on your 100th test as well. Ben Stokes, I'll not forget about him. He scored 82. Dom Sibley scored 87 as well. But other than those three guys, nobody really got even to half ton. But didn't matter because they scored nearly 600 runs, which is quite a lot of runs, you know. India bowling wasn't that great. Yeah, Ishant Sharma got 2 wickets, Jasprit got 3, Ravichandran Ashwin got 3, Shahbaz Nadeem got 2, but they gave up nearly 600 runs. That's not that great of bowling, especially when India, and a side like India, a side that prides itself on its batting, comes out to bat on the same wicket that England scored 600 runs on. They're all out for 337. Chiteshwar Pujara gets 73, Rishabh Pant gets 91. By the way, what is happening to all these wicket keepers? Rishabh Pant and Mohammad Rizwan, they're just on another level at the moment, aren't they? In Australia, Rishabh was amazing, and now in this game he was very good as well. Washington Sundar got 85 runs as well. But other than those three guys, nobody really did anything, and it's showing. 337 on a track where England, a foreign side, scored nearly 600 runs. I mean, that's just not acceptable, is it? 2 wickets for Jimmy, 2 for Jafra, 2 for Leach, and 4 for Dominic Bess. But then England came out to bat, and it was a very different story in the first innings. 178 all out. Joe Root in this one batted well as well, got to 40. But Rory Burns gone. First delivery, golden duck. That's how you do a golden duck, by the way. That's not how you do it, but anyways. Dominic Sibley got 16, 18 for Dan Lawrence, 7 for Ben Stokes, 28 for Ollie Pope, 24 for Joshy. But Dominic Bess got 25, 5 for Jafra, 8 for Leach, and none for Jimmy Anderson. 6 wickets for Ravi Ashwin, and only 2 for Shahbaz Nadeem, 1 each for Ishant and Bumrah, none for Washington Sundar. And in this innings, they were very clinical, the bowlers of India, that is, particularly Ravi Ashwin, as he got 6 for. Then India came out to bat, and even though England scored less than 200, because they had scored so many runs in the first one, and also managed to get India out quite early, or before reaching the target or the runs England had scored, because it's not really a target, is still the first innings. It was 400. Oh, look at that. 420 blaze it. 420 exactly is what India needed. That was the target. And well, India didn't score 400 in the first innings, so they probably weren't going to score in the second innings either. Well, that's exactly what happened. Shubman Gill got to 50. Virat Kohli got to 72. A very good innings from him. After a long time, he got a good inning, a good score in test. Good to see King Kohli back on his throne, but nobody else really supported him. Rishabh Pant didn't really do much here either. I was expecting him to go berserk like he normally does, but unfortunately he can't score hundreds or 50s every game. Yeah, totaling 192. They lost by a huge margin, and it was a very good game overall for England. Jack Leach got 4 wickets. Jimmy Anderson was on another level on that game, got 3 wickets. People say he's not that great outside of England. Well, he proved he is pretty decent outside of England, and in India nonetheless. India has some of the deadest tracks in the world. Joe Root gets the man of the match for his 200 in the first innings. All right, time for the second test, which just recently happened. So in that one, India batted first. 329 is what they put up, and that was only because of Rohit the Hitman Sharma. 161 runs he scored. Very good batting. His record in India is spectacular in tests. His record outside of India is not that great, and we saw that in Australia. He struggled, but it was just him though. I mean, if you look at the rest of the scorecard, you got Pant with 58, Ajinkya Rahane with 68, so those are 2 good scores, but that's it. I mean, those 2 combined it doesn't equal his runs, so it wasn't that great of a performance from India. It was a great performance for Rohit Sharma though, and also you could say Ajinkya Rahane and Rishabh Pant on that kind of a track. So he pretty much saved India in that, because you take that 161 out and India is in deep trouble. 3 wickets for Ollie Stone, 2 for Jack Leach, 4 for Moeen Ali, and 1 for Joe Rooty McRuderson. Then England came out to bat, and well, they were very bad. They just continued the form they had had in the last game, in the last innings, and just continued it into the next game. 134 all out. Nobody got a half ton. Ben Folks got close to it, 42 runs, not out in the end. It was a very vital game for him to cement his place in the squad because he's been ignored for such a long time. And honestly, I mean, I've only seen one game from him, so it's a bit too early to say, but honestly, why? I don't understand. Josh Butler is such a crap wicketkeeper. He's a spectacular batsman. He's a really bad wicketkeeper, though. He drops a catch every game. So England is in a bit of trouble here. Ashwin gets 5 wickets. I mean, it's a spinning track, like I said. India always produces those kind of tracks, and the spinners are always going to do well. So 2 for Ishant Sharma, 2 for Akshar Patel, and 1 for Siraj. Kuldeep surprisingly doesn't get any wickets. I thought Kuldeep was going to do really well. Then second innings for India. Rohit Sharma could not replicate his first innings performance, only got 26. 14 for Shubman Gill. In this one, Virat Kohli does really well, 62 in this one. And then Ravi Chandran, Ashwin, it was just his game. He did really well with the ball, then he gets 100 with the bat. 286 in the end, a very good total. 4 wickets for Jack Leach, 4 for Moeen Ali again. Moeen Ali was very good with the ball. And then England came out to bat, and again, very poor performance with the bat. Nobody got to half ton. Moeen Ali continued his high morale, high spirit from the bowling into the batting, got 43 of just 18 deliveries, by the way, in a test game. Got 164 total. They needed 482. I don't think they would have ever gotten there. The only way they would have gotten there was if Joe Root scored another 200 runs on his own. But India won that one, made a great comeback into the series. They won it by a lot of runs. They lost the first one by a lot of runs, and they won the second one by a lot of runs. So they evened it out, balanced it out in the end from India. Good comeback. And the series is now leveled 1-1. There are 4 tests total. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next because these 2 tests have been so good, full of drama, a lot to see. And that's why test is elite up there. That's why I say tests right here, ODI right here, T20 right here, and then T10 is, well, it's actually not even on the scale. It's down there on the ground somewhere. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Do let me know what you think about this series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice